All right, hello. How's our wrestling fans doing? 'Cause, yeah, one thing I want to tell you is that we had some little excitement going on with MLW's Never Say Never event. Yep, and yep, it's this is me right here, Red Lightning Boa. Going over a review for like something pretty extensive, but also exciting, you could say, right there. So yeah, as you can see, or you may have noticed that this show was taped, back in July 12th or something, which took place in St. Petersburg, Florida, at the Coliseum, and eventually being streamed during August 10th and stuff. So yeah, this was a tape show, but still good though, from what some people say and stuff. So yeah, where we start off with was James Dombrowski and Christian Cole providing commentary and stuff, and this is you could say this is the field house with the high ceiling and stuff, being in the crowd with maybe 500 people and stuff. And I could tell you that the crowd was pretty loud in this situation, even though there was a little slumps in this show, like several slumps, and also a rather unorthodox MMA situation, a little MMA fight backstage and stuff with a Paul Hauser or something. Anyway, so yeah, the one match, like, I guess the first match to start off the show was with Mystico and Magnus fighting it out in the first match of the show, like I said. So anyway, this was the Round Opera Cup tournament match that lasted like 13 minutes and 59 seconds and stuff. And yeah, as you may have noticed, that Magnus is also cousins with Mystico and stuff. And I think like one of his first attempts in this fight was trying to pull off Mystico's mask because he really wanted to win and stuff. And honestly, I felt that would have been a really bad choice because if he were to have actually like pulled off Mystico's mask like at the start of the match, that would have just messed up the whole thing. That would have been a real squash match, in my opinion. That would have been bad. I was just like wondering what he was thinking trying to take off Mystico's mask, because that would have sacrificed a lot right there, including the match, you could say. So that's what I was thinking, because I really didn't like that, because thank goodness Mystico didn't really have his face revealed or anything, or I don't know. That's what I think. So anyway, so yeah, we have right here Magnus, Magnus being in shiny gold and black at that night right there, regarding his color right there as from his gear, while Mystico had that silver white appearance and stuff. So yeah, you get standing switches for an opening and stuff, and Mystico hitting some deep arm drags and stuff as they fought to the floor and stuff. And right there, you have Magnus whipping him into the guardrail, and in the ring, Magnus tried to untie Mystico's mask, and right there, and honestly, I was not cool with that, because I really didn't want this to be a squash match in that case, because that or anything or whatever would have happened right there. So yeah, you get him. You get him tying Mystico in the tree of woe right there before Magnus hit it Hurricane Rana. After 5 minutes went by. After 5 minutes went by and stuff, and then we get a 619 happening as well, and then a springboard Hurricane Rana. Before we also get a twisting plancha to the floor and stuff. There's also in the ring, Mystico hit a handspring back elbow, then a top rope crossbody block after like 7 minutes passed and stuff. Where 7 minutes and 30 seconds happened right there. And he also nailed a dive through the ropes to the floor onto Magnus and stuff before Magnus hit a second rope superplex for a near fall and stuff. But yeah, this match, I gotta say, was a good way to start things off, man. It was pretty exciting because you have two luchadors. That's the thing, two luchadors facing at each other, and that's like I give a lot of points to that. I honestly, that's why I do. I give a lot of points to luchadors, like two luchadors fighting it out and stuff. Give them a lot of credit for that, you could say. So anyway, Magnus held Mystico upside down for several seconds before hitting a backbreaker over his knee and stuff. As he hit a stunner for your near fall, and not only that, Mystico hit a Frankensteiner for your near fall as well and stuff. And from up in that point, it was like 11 minutes and stuff happening right there before we have Mystico hitting a top rope Spanish fly, as they were both down and stuff before Mystico eventually got a near fall. And they hit stereo mafia kicks and stuff, and again we're both down. We're at after like 13 minutes right there. I gotta say, like, a pretty good amount of time they put in this match, you could say. Stuff before we have Mystico hitting a springboard crossbody block, as he got the head scissor into La Mystica, Fujiwara, armbar on the mat and stuff right there too. And not only that, Magnus quickly tapped out right there. So yeah, you could call that a very good lucha match, but I guess some people say that it ended exactly how they thought it would and stuff. So yeah, not only that, the show went backstage and stuff where Akira and Satoshi Kojima left a medical trainer room, and they said Okumura is just too injured to compete and stuff. So yeah, that's where Matt Riddle walked up and volunteered to tag with them tonight and stuff. So yeah, that match was pretty decent right there with the one with Akira, Satoshi, and Matt Riddle. Like I was really hoping that those three would win and stuff, but apparently they did not. And also, I'm going to get to that real soon after the other matches and stuff. So yeah, there was another backstage segment where we have Selena De La Renta looking at baby items on her phone and stuff because she had a child and stuff. And not only that, we get Cesar Duran being annoyed at the situation before Duran told Selena's so-called baby daddy that he'll fight for Azteca Lucha, and he handed him a mask and stuff because instead of the red mask like it was before, it was the yellow mask and stuff, which is supposed to be like a more special thing, you could say. So yeah, anyway, we don't care about commercials. Yeah, commercial aired this, commercial aired that. We cared about more about the show. But anyway, so yeah, we had a vignette airing to say Brock Anderson and CW Anderson are headed to MLW because yeah, that's the thing right there. They're supposed to have a debut on on the next upcoming event going on, which is supposed to be after this one. So anyway, what else was there? Our second match, Bad Dude Tito with stuff. Fighting Danny Jones in a first round Opera Cup tournament match and stuff. So yeah, you say some people have seen Brit Wrestler Jones before, and you could also say that he is much smaller than Tito and stuff. As they traded forearm strikes and stuff with Jones knocking him down with a shoulder tackle and stuff. So Tito hit one back right there, and Tito just set up for a dive to the floor at the 2-minute and 30-second mark. But we get Jones just cutting him off with the forearm strike and stuff. As we have Tito hitting a snap suplex for a near fall and stuff. As Jones hit an exploder suplex for a near fall as that and well. And right there, he hit a German suplex for another repeated near fall and stuff. Because yeah, we've been getting a bunch of near falls and stuff, which is 1-2, 1-2 instead of 1-2-3. Because we don't want a swash match. So yeah. From there was also a dragon suplex, then a shining wizard for a near fall. Again, a near fall. That's a funny thing. Yeah, near falls happen. Because yeah, 1-2, 1-2. So yeah, right there, we get Tito hitting a rolling elbow and his own German suplex happening and stuff. Then a Falcon Arrow for another near fall. Before we have Tito clotheslining him to the floor. And this time, he nailed the dive through the ropes and stuff, and they trade kicks in the ring and stuff, and then traded clotheslines and stuff. Pretty good variety of stuff. I mean, you gotta like how this show is pretty extensive in a way. Just good, good, decent. It's pretty decent stuff. Just real good. So yeah, that's where we have Jones dropping his opponent, with the clothesline for a near fall and stuff. With Tito then going for a pile driver next for the pin, and I guess you could say that was a non-stop sprint right there and all action right there right there. And yeah, but that right there, like honestly, this match could have been a little bit longer, but still good. And you could say still good. Right there. So yeah, I guess like after that, they go backstage with St. Lawrence approaching Mr. Thomas with the briefcase full of money. Okay, this situation had me laugh a little bit right here. I thought this was kind of funny because how late just St. Laurent just walked in with a briefcase full of money. And he was asking, trying to make an offering and stuff, trying to be the top star, but it just didn't work out. You got Alex Kane just coming up and just chasing Laurent off, and I guess just leaving off. He just runs off with the briefcase. Just St. Laurent. That's what I like about St. Laurent. He puts good comedy, in my opinion. He's a real funny guy. It's just real funny. I thought that was funny. He's just like, why would he? Yeah, I understand he's trying to make an offer with that briefcase, but they just scare him off, and he forgets the money, and they take it for themselves. That is just hilarious, in my opinion. It's good comedy. So anyway, so yeah, what else we had was Bobby Fish joining Dombrowski and Cole on commentary and stuff right there. As we get, what was it? The third match being Brett Ryan Gosling defeating Jake Christ around like what's or swash match you would say. This one, come on, man, come on, guys, like why does this have to? It wouldn't have to be a swash match. It's like, come on, man. It could have, like, this match could have been longer and stuff, like 2 minutes and 49 seconds. So anyway, I guess how that one started off with was BRG coming out first, and then he got on the mic and stuff and say he demanded a respect. And I guess you could tell that he's a young talent. You can actually tell that he is. Where he vowed to get his revenge on Chris and stuff is, he called him a hillbilly white trash right there and stuff before Chris ran into the ring and immediately stomped on him and stuff. And that's where they traded punches and stuff, with BRG hitting some back elbows in the corner, with Chris hitting a Death Valley driver for a near fall after like 2 minutes and 30 seconds and stuff. And I guess that right there is where BRG just poked the eyes and stuff, poked his opponent, poked Brett Bryan's eyes and stuff, and then his snap twisting neck breaker for a pin. Honestly, and yeah, I wouldn't expect that either to be so short right there, because yeah, a lot of fans are like thinking, what is this? So yeah, another thing is we get Fish, interviewing BRG at ringside, with Fish saying that he had the most educated feet in pro wrestling and stuff, before BRG said that he just showed why he should not have been in an alternate. He should not have been in an alternate for the Opera Cup, because he should have been in it. And as we get Chris coming over, but BRG decided to attack him right there and stomp on him. It's right there, and yeah, we get Bobby. That's where we have like Bobby Fish just attacking Chris as well and stuff. I guess that's that right there and stuff. So yeah, that's where Dombrowski shouted that, Bobby, you're out here as an annulist. What is wrong with you? Yeah, that's what Dombrowski was saying right there and stuff. Yeah, because even though, that's what happened right there. So yeah. And not to forget the fourth match being AJ Francis defeating Davey Boy Smith Jr. and stuff after like 6 minutes and 11 seconds is right there. Because honestly, like what was the, was it really like 11? Like, stop. Was it really 6 minutes and 11 seconds? Because it felt a little bit longer in my opinion. It just did. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened right there. AJ Francis defeated Davey Boy Smith Jr. with St. Laurent looking on and stuff right there. So yeah, you could say this is a heel matchup in the situation. So yeah, some people had to see how it goes and stuff, as we get an intense lockup and get Smith stalling right there, as AJ just knocked him down with a shoulder tackle at after 1 minute and 30 seconds. And right here we have Smith rolling to the floor to regroup and stuff in the ring, before we have Smith hitting a back suplex and stomping on Francis and hitting a drop or near fall and stuff, before we get Francis hitting his own back suplex and stuff, before they got up and traded forearm strikes. And Francis hit a side slam and an elbow drop for a near fall. Yep, and not only that, just St. Laurent is a real funny guy. He just cracks me up sometimes, because we got St. Laurent outside the ring, just grabbing AJ Francis's ankle to mess him up and stuff, and that allowed Smith to apply a sleeper and stuff before AJ reached the ropes. But Davey Boy immediately reapplied it. And that's where we get Francis just powering up and again going to the ropes, before we have Smith just deciding not to let go. And that's where the ref reached the 5 count and called for the bell. So yeah, that's where they had to step in and yank Smith off of Francis and stuff. You could say it's a strange match. Also and right here, yeah, I was like really going for Davey Boy Smith Jr. to win, but okay, I guess AJ Francis is going to make the progress right there and stuff. Where he's going to have to do the honors and stuff. So, yeah. Honestly, now this match right here with Delmi Exo defeating Renee Michelle. Honestly, come on, man. This one could have been a little bit longer, too. I mean, yeah. It's in 42 seconds, you could say. But come on, man. I really want it to be longer and stuff. So, yeah. What we have here is Michelle having been in AEW in the past and stuff. And of course, is the wife of Drake Maverick and stuff, and did those, so-called cheesy skits with him in WWE in the past. before we have Delmy, wearing her tight tiara and, to the ring and stuff before slow standing switches to open right there. And, this feels like it's at 3/4 speed and stuff before we have Delmy hitting a Russian leg sweep at the 2-minute mark for a near fall. And, that's where she hit a Northern Light suplex for a near fall and stuff before she set up, for a package pile driver. But, that's where Renee escapes right there. And, Renee managed to hit a clothesline and just do a missile drop kick right there. And they hit stereo kicks and stuff right there. Honestly, I really like St. Lawrence's comedy. He's just a real funny guy. Just the way he dropped the briefcase when he was scared off and stuff. What gives me? That was just funny stuff. So yeah, Renee hit a clothesline and did a missile drop kick right there, and they hit stereo kicks and stuff before Renee missed a moonsault. I guess that's where Delmy immediately hit the package pile driver for the clean pin. Passable, you could say. As we have John Dabrowski introducing Gigi Ray and interviewing her and stuff. As Gigi said that she has traveled all over the world, proving to be amongst the best and stuff. As Renee Michelle came out to her and said that Gigi was disrespecting her and stuff. As Gigi also told Renee to go to the back and cool off before we have Renee just challenging her to a match and stuff. Yep, and that's where what we also had backstage was an interview trying to talk to Bobby Fish and Brett Ryan Gosling, where Fish saying that what happened out there was appropriate and stuff because he attacked that dude. He attacked that one dude, and you could also see a video package airing showing that Mia Yamashita was heading to MLW, dating for the next 4 MLW shows. Dates. What was it? Dates for the next 4 MLWs being displayed, including November 9 back in Chicago and stuff. Yeah, that's what happened right there. So yeah, outside, Matt Riddle fired up Satoshi Kojima and Akira for their match later. Yep, it was just funny how they were just cussing about Contra, the Contra units. It's like, what was it? I can't, I wouldn't say I would cuss very often, but I'll just say it anyway. Because those three were just repeatedly saying, bitch ass Contra unit, bitch ass Contra unit. That was just funny. They were just chanting that repeatedly and stuff, yeah. Because Matt Riddle is having them fired up and stuff right there. So anyway, our 6th match was Alex Kane defeating Mr. Thomas in a first round Opera Cup tournament match, which lasted 5 minutes and 49 seconds. Because even though these number of matches felt even though we're around 5 minutes, the show still felt long. The show was 2 minutes long, you could say. Yeah, that's the case right there. Because the fact that the show was 2 minutes long make the matches felt longer. That's the thing to me. To me, it felt longer. Because yeah, that's what was going on right there. So yeah, Mr. Thomas came out first, and you could say they shook hands at the bell and locked up before Kane immediately applied an ankle lock. But Thomas reached the ropes, and we get Thomas hitting a gut wrench suplex and a body slam. After 1 minute and 30 seconds. So yeah, that right there is where we have Kane just spearing him on the ring apron. And then he hit a splash to the mat and stuff and in the ring and stuff before we have Kane just hitting a gut wrench power bomb after 3 minutes or so. I was thinking, why are these matches around 5 minutes? I just want to know. Just honestly, they felt much longer. These matches felt a little bit much longer. I don't know. They just did. Something was going on. Because at least they uploaded. What was it? MLW's full show being uploaded on their YouTube channel. Yeah, that's what happened right there. I really appreciate MLW showing us their live streams for free and stuff, and putting it right there in their YouTube channel, putting the full shows right there, compared to Ring of Honor, because Ring of Honor likes to drag their butt, sort of, you could say. So anyway, we get Kane hitting a gut wrench power bomb after 3 minutes, and they both got up and traded forearm strikes, and Thomas applied a sleeper and stuff before Kane hit a German suplex, and he did a hard forearm to the jaw and stuff before Thomas hit a sky high power bomb for a near fall, and not only that, Kane hit an angle slam, before Thomas hit a release suplex, and I guess from there Kane hit a German suplex as well, and then a T-bone suplex happened right there, and that, is his own release suplex. It's his own match to release the suplex as well. All that back and forth and stuff. Still a banger, you could say. Still a banger from what I think. So anyway, what else did we have? Running crossbody block for the pin happening as well right there before we get a good for the time given. And I guess this doesn't, you could say, some people say that doesn't need to be any longer than this, but come on, it could be longer in my opinion. So yeah, what we have here is Kane getting on the mic and stuff and putting Mr. Thomas over. And right there, Thomas took the mic and, told him to go get that opera cup and stuff. So yeah, you could say no hint of dissent between them today at that moment or that night, despite what we saw from St. Laurent earlier and stuff. Because St. Laurent really cracks me up. He's a real comedian. He's a real funny guy. It's just funny how he always has that red suit, like red tracksuit or something. So yeah, outside we have Selena De La Renta and her boyfriend, hanging out with Cesar Duran, who's Selena's father and stuff. Before Cesar Duran watched them walk away and made a call saying he's ready to discuss a family situation, that he's going to see someone soon, or whatever that person is he's talking to, which you could say is very ominous stuff. So yeah, not only that, there was a black and white video package airing with Kenta talking backstage with his English coming across very well in the video package, saying that he really wants the MLW title, and that shows some of the Kenta Bobby Fish bout from the prior event, with the black and white video really making out in the standout and stuff, really making the standout, you could say. As our seventh match, being the most unusual one right here, is Paul Walter Hauser defeating Tom Lawler in an MMA cage match. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, this cage match can last like 14 minutes, but Alex Kane's match can last 5 minutes, and Del Miexo's match can last 4 minutes. But we need a MMA cage match to last longer than that. I mean, because you could say that the commenter was right, because that was pretty unorthodox to have an MMA cage match and stuff, like backstage or something. So I guess from there, Hauser has reached a David Arquette level of please, celebrity, just go away with me, or something you could say. So that's where he comes across as obnoxious and just too confident in his abilities and stuff. Because he was like jumping up and down, just trying to get himself hyped up. So I guess you could say I was wrong, because this fight was filmed in an empty gym with the MMA style round cage setup and stuff, where they could have filmed this at any time and edited a lot and stuff, but I guess they did not and stuff. And not only that, there was a clock in the bottom right corner of the screen right there with Lawler dropping him with the knee strike and stuff, you could say. And from there, he applied a front guillotine choke, but Hauser managed to escape that as they straddled the top of the cage and traded punches right there. They can't just put into words how much I hate empty, how much some people hate empty arena matches with no crowd heat or reaction stuff. So because that's the thing. Like, this match was completely somewhere else. So that shouldn't leave you wondering why there wasn't any crowd right there. It was just a little bit more quiet than usual. Like, just very unorthodox. Yeah, that's the thing. Just very, very unorthodox, I want to tell you. So anyway, we get them straddled on the top of the cage and trading punches right there, which made it even more different or unusual. Some people just can't put into words how much they hate the empty arena matches with no crowd and stuff. Before we have Lawler hitting a drop kick for a near fall and stuff, and we get Hauser getting a 50-50 booking right here and stuff. I guess you could say it's like watching Shane McMahon fighting against top WWE stars or something. As these two fought around some punching bags and stuff, because there were. I just want to say this match was like very unusual, because like where exactly was this match? Like, because they were going around the punching bags and stuff, like in that place and stuff, like fighting outside the cage and stuff. Just very unorthodox, just very different. So they're fighting around some punching bags with Lawler just ducking between them like some sort of Scooby-Doo scene, you could say, before Hauser speared him through a cage wall after like 10 minutes and stuff, as they were now in the office area at this gym and stuff, where Lawler put Hauser on his shoulders and slammed him through a table and stuff, and they finally got back into the MMA cage, at least. As we also have Lawler just being in charge, but I guess from there, Hauser was just apparently super, so-called super Shane O'Mac, because he's just kicking out of everything and stuff before Lawler applied a sleeper after 13 minutes and stuff, as he let it go of the hold. And yeah, I guess some fans really wanted to make it end and stuff, because it's just this MMA style match just rather unexpected, you could say. And I guess the reason why I'm not hating this match, because at least it was 14 minutes and not 3 minutes, you could say. That's the thing right there, because at least this MMA cage situation wasn't a swash. I mean they can give that 14 minutes, but the other matches that were actually in MLW had to be 4 or 5. It just makes you wonder what's going on right there. So yeah, I guess right here is where we have Lawler just being in charge, but Hauser just matched apparently super Shane O'Mac from earlier, like I said. So yeah, if we get Lawler to bring out nunchucks and just swinging them around and stuff, but however, one end struck himself in the face right there, just kind of a little bit of stupid move right there, unless he's just going for a little comedy, you could say. So yeah, I guess Hauser immediately hit a flatliner for the pinfall, and yeah, I guess you could sarcastically say, congratulations, MLW, you just produced my pick for the worst match of. I'm gonna tell you, man, some people can get pretty sarcastic with their results. I'm gonna tell you that's a funny thing. So anyway, I guess right here is the main event, which is the 8th match right here, right there. And I honestly wish this was longer than MMA cage match right here, but anyway. So yeah, what we got here is Contra Unit facing, Matt Riddle, Satoshi Kojima, and Akira. The 3 exact people that were just repeatedly chanting bitch ass Contra Unit, bitch ass Contra, you could say. I wouldn't cuss too often, I'm not going to overdo it. That's the thing. I'll cuss every now and then, but I just will not overdo it, you could say. Just not too much. That's the thing. Keep it professional or whatever. So yeah. So this is where you have the heels coming out first, and the baby faces charging in, and that's where this 3 versus 3 situation of all 6 brawling it out and stuff, where we have Suzuki chopping Kojima against the guardrail in the ring and stuff. Before you have Akira hitting a drop kick on Suzuki in the corner and stuff. Is not only that, Riddle hit a senton Minoru for a near fall after 3 minutes. We got Cruel hitting a mafia kick on Riddle and stuff before Quan hit some spin kicks on Riddle for a near fall and stuff. Right there as the heels worked over Riddle in their corner and stuff. Because yeah, they were just jumping him right there. Just jumping him right there. This match, I would say, was a banger in my opinion. I wish it was a little bit teeny longer, but 10 minutes and 34 seconds is good enough. At least this wasn't a swash either, because how about this? If the MMA cage match was a swash, I would have given this a 7 out of 10. This would be a 7 out of 10 in my opinion. It actually would. I'm gonna tell you. So yeah, what we also had here was Riddle hitting a German suplex at Quan right there, but Suzuki cut Matt off from tagging out before Akira finally got the hot tag and hit a drop kick on Minoru before Akira hit a glory bomb on Quan. Not only that, we have Kojima hitting his rapid fire chops in the corner at Cruel after 8 minutes and 30 seconds right there, before Cruel flipped Kojima from the top rope to the mat and stuff. As we also have Riddle and just Suzuki just fighting on the floor and stuff, as the referee has lost control of the situation. That's where you have Cruel just power bombing Satoshi through the table in the corner. And yep, from that point on, Kai just slid a chair into the ring, and Cruel clocked Akira with an unprotected chair shot to the head and pinned him right there. And that's where the heels then covered Akira, and the Contra flag as the show went off of the air from that situation and point on. So yeah, from how I've seen it, yeah, that's where the live stream ended too. That video on the MLW's YouTube channel. Because that's the thing right there. How do I put this? I really appreciate MLW for letting us watch their shows for free and stuff, uploading the full shows on their YouTube channel. Because I know TNA and Ring of Honor, they don't exactly do that. It'll be pretty awesome if they did, in my opinion, but that's how it goes, It is what it is and stuff. That's the situation. So yeah, I guess Because some people's final thoughts could be a decent brawl to end the show until a completely and totally unnecessary, unprotected chair shot to the head happen. Just because AEW allowed one recently doesn't mean it's okay for others to do it. I guess you could say. I mean, some people probably think that should be banned and stuff. I guess so. Because I mean, it's an unprotected chair shot. That's the thing. Just scary stuff. Which increases more chance of injury and stuff. And yep, and that's pretty much all I have to say for this video right here. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to give out to all you people out there, and wrestling fans, you could say. So yeah, I hope all you wrestling fans are doing good. And like I said before, this is Red Lightning Boa, here to tell you guys, rock out and be there, guys. Rock out and be there. So yep, that's the end of the video.